Hello friends, the subject of today's video is the fall of the Eastern Roman Empire and the conquest of Istanbul by the Ottomans. The year 1453 is a turning point in history, witnessing the fall of the Eastern Roman Empire and the conquest of Istanbul by the Ottomans. These events were among the most important and influential events in world history and remain a fascinating subject for many to this day. Here is a detailed text on the fall of the Eastern Roman Empire and the Ottoman conquest of Istanbul. The city of Istanbul was strategically located and was of great economic and military importance. However, over time, the Eastern Roman Empire began to weaken, facing civil strife and external attacks, especially in her 14th century. In 1453, the Ottoman leader Mehmed II decided to conquer Istanbul. Mehmed II arrived on the outskirts of Istanbul with a large army and began the siege of the city. Istanbul at that time was one of the most powerful cities in the world and was known for its ramparts, defenses and military might. However, the Ottoman army adopted an innovative and effective strategy. The Ottoman soldiers fired an artillery barrage against the ramparts and managed to break through the ramparts. After the walls were breached, Ottoman soldiers entered the city and street fighting ensued. The fall of the city ended the destruction of Istanbul and the end of the Eastern Roman Empire. Istanbul became the new capital of the Ottoman Empire and was reorganized according to Islamic culture. The conquest of Istanbul was considered one of the most important events in world history. The conquest of Istanbul was a turning point between the fall of the Eastern Roman Empire and the rise of the Ottoman Empire. Istanbul became one of the most important cities of the Ottoman Empire and for many years remained the cultural and economic center of the Islamic world. The conquest of Istanbul thus had a major impact on Europe as well, and many European countries began to establish ties with the Ottoman Empire. However, the conquest of Istanbul also had a great impact on the Christian world, and some Christian nations began preparing for war with the Ottoman Empire. The conquest of Istanbul has also been the subject of many works of art and poetry throughout history. The most famous of these is the poem, The Man Who Conquered Istanbul, by the poet Yahya Kemal Beyatri. This poem, which depicts Mehmed's conquest of Istanbul and Fatih his Sultanate, is one of his most important works of Turkish literature. In summary, the fall of the Eastern Roman Empire and the conquest of Istanbul by the Ottoman Empire is an important turning point in world history. The conquest of Istanbul led to the rise of the Ottoman Empire and shook Christendom. At the same time, the conquest of Istanbul has been the subject of many works of art and poetry throughout history, and remains of interest to many today. Thanks for watching. I'm working on making more videos about the Ottoman Empire and the conquest of Istanbul. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video to support.